Hello everybody, welcome back to Minecraft on the Block. It is a lazy Saturday afternoon on the FTB Craft server. We're doing the tutorials and I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to survive on this server. It's just a different world. So a couple of things just to kind of catch you up on where we're at. All my animals died. Well, they got killed by the server admins actually, which is different than dying. And so that was interesting, and that made me think about, luckily I had just killed some of these chickens so that we could go to the nether, and so we got to get some meat and stuff from them, but I still had probably a half a dozen in there, and then we lost all the cows. I found one more and some pigs. So the deal is we're going to breed them and kill them pretty quickly. I've planted some carrots out here. Hopefully these will grow soon. I probably need to get more light around them. And anyway, so yeah, and I planted a cactus because we need that. I'll show you why. So anyway, went to the nether again. I had quite an adventure there. I got a few more blaze rods. I died in the nether because I was getting a little greedy. I had 3 blaze rods and I was getting greedy. I wanted to get a couple more, and I found these blaze and there was a bunch of pigmen around. Well, I accidentally hit a pigman. And you guys know what happens when you do that. So I died, and then they don't forget. So it was a long time before I could go back and get my stuff. So I kept trying to make a run because, I mean, it didn't hurt me. I had already lost all my levels. I'd lost everything. So I just kept going back in and trying to get to them. And one time I finally got just the blaze rods and like a shovel, and I made it out. And but I was really far from home. So anyway, I decided to go back in the portal. I actually just logged out, went back in the portal, and since I had picked up my stuff a couple of times, if you keep, so this is a trick, if you keep going back in and picking up some of the stuff and dying, in the 45 minutes when they forget you, if you keep doing that, your stuff will re-drop it every time, and so it won't despawn when you're done, which is kind of nice actually. So anyway, that's one thing you can do. So I did finally get enough stuff out of the nether. I lost a bunch of, I lost, you know, some obsidian and whatnot, but I did leave my, diamond pick here, so that was nice. But anyway, so I got back, and then I was like, okay, well, I got the blaze rods. What am I going to do with it? Now I got to go find, you know, I got to go find some slime. I probably just need to mine around and see if I can find some slime through mining and stuff. And then somebody just by the by said, I have all the slime balls I need. I use this thing, a crystallizer. And this is interesting. I finally think I know how to power it. And so we're going to work on getting there. But what we're going to do today is talk about factorization. So I put my machines down. I wanted to just kind of talk you through what I've done. I didn't want to record all the stuff about me trying to just figure out how to play the game. I've never used factorization. I decided to do this little setup here. I've got I created an iron furnace, or an electric furnace. Let's go through the things that you didn't see me make. An electric furnace is right here. It's just a iron furnace, which I use this recipe because I always have a furnace around. So you use 5 iron in a regular furnace, and then you make an electric circuit, which we had to do for the macerator as well, I believe. And then you just use a couple of redstone. That gives you an electric furnace, and that thing runs off your generator. So it runs faster, and I think it's probably more efficient per coal. I need to put some more coal in this thing. This is really starting to kick our bottom here. We don't want to... My son is standing next to me, so I chose a friendlier word. But anyway, he wants to build this turbine thing, which I'm going to show you in a minute, which is why he's here. But anyway, so yeah, so this is the generator, and I just put it here. I'm actually going to move it up. I'll probably put it right there, put a bat box right there, and then run that into the system. These will get moved away from each other pretty shortly, maybe even today, because we're going to run that thing, which is kind of like a macerator. I'll talk about that in a minute. We want that to run into this, pull out of that into this thing, and then also pull out of the macerator into that furnace, and that will allow us to macerate and then straight into the furnace to turn it into ingots, and then have a chest sitting here that's basically ingots, and that's what we want. This is the extractor, and I just needed to get a bunch of rubber going, so I plopped that down right next to it. So this is a really compact little setup, but we want to move it soon. Don't forget that if you are going to move stuff, use an electric wrench and set it to lossless mode. You can charge, you hold down whatever your mode key is. I changed mine to N because it didn't overlap with the M key, but you hold it down and right click and it will turn it into lossless mode, or put it back into non-lossless mode or whatever, but you want to use that to right click on these. It will use up basically one whole charge in that wrench, but you can charge that thing in the generator. So we have a really basic setup right now. So that's this. You guys are pretty familiar with that. Now, what's interesting is I wanted to get to, so let me just walk you through the progression of what happened. I wanted to get to this crystallizer, so I just built one because it's actually very easy to build. It's a cauldron, which is the 7 iron string and a stick, right? And then you get a crystallizer. Very easy. So, well, okay, got that, but now I got to power it. Well, powering that is not as easy as you would think. That's a factorization thing, I believe. And so what I needed to do was get to a furnace heater, right? Well, to get a furnace heater, I'm going to need these insulated coils. It's just a lot of lead. And I had some lead ore, but you can't smelt or you can't macerate lead in a macerator. And I needed a lot of lead, and I knew I was going to need a lot, so I thought, well, I better probably get something that will equivalent of macerating lead, which is... We're going to build it in just a minute, buddy. Alex is very anxious to get to this thing, which I have all the parts for. We'll do it in just a second. So anyway, you need to get a pulverizer, which basically you put the lead in, or the ore in here, and it turns it into 2 just like normal. And then this is the output, which is like sometimes you get something else. You get some silver. Pulverized silver is what I ended up getting out of lead, but only once in a while. I only got like 3 out of basically a stack of lead. This is your power meter, and then this thing right here is really, so let's look at that first. That is the pulverizer, and to make that you need piston, which we know, flint easy, copper easy. This thing is just gold and redstone easy. This very easy, right? I mean, they're not complicated at all, these recipes. So just some gold, glass, and iron. So that was not that bad, actually. Got that thing, but then you got to power it, right? Well, this is an awesome power source. This is the steam engine, and this is a factorization thing as well. So this replaces, if you remember, or maybe you don't know, I don't know if I've talked about it here, the engines, what used to be called a steam engine in Buildcraft is actually called the Stirling engine now. But there is a steam engine, the magmatic engine. I wonder what that uses. That must be a lava engine. Anyway, the steam engine is very easy to make, this silver thing. So these are kind of the equivalent of, like, I don't know, circuits or something in industrial craft, but this is a transmission coil. It's easy. It's silver and redstone, right? Some copper and some copper gears, which are also very easy to make. So in a piston, you get one of these, and it's pretty efficient. You just throw in some water, which I just created myself my never-ending water source right here so I can get some water. You throw in some water, and you put some coal in here, and I'll bet you I used 10 coal total and filled this thing up like 1.5 times, and I got a whole stack of lead pulverized. It's really efficient. It will produce up to 2. It ramps up. It starts at like 0.1, but as it ramps up, it'll go all the way to 2 Minecraft joules, which isn't, I mean, this thing can take quite a bit. This thing can take a max of 4, but 2 runs it really pretty quickly. And you can see it's storing some energy, so I could throw some more ore in there. Anyway, so I got all my lead ore basically pulverized, and then you can use that just interchangeably basically with I'm saying that a lot, with the dusts, and you can put it in the electric furnace. There's also a furnace for this thing, which is like let's see, what's it called? Not a powered furnace. It's like an induction something. Induction.
Daddy?
Yeah.
When you put that down...
Smelter.
One time when you put that thing down,
yeah.
I saw a pig in the cage.
A pig in a cage?
A pig in the cage.
Oh, yeah, no, they definitely have the pig in the cage. Let's see if we can find what you're looking for. Yeah, we'll go find it.
Look.
Yeah, the pig spawner. That's a monster spawner with a pig because it's generic. Anyway, so you guys get the idea. So now we're at this and we're great. Okay, that's awesome. But this thing doesn't get powered by any of that stuff. It's all of this was to get to where we had enough lead that we could make something that would power.
Daddy,
Well,
when
that
are
would.
you gonna build that thing?
We're going to build it right now. Something that would power that. So ultimately, what that means is we're going to build a power. No, it's not a powered furnace. It's a furnace heater, right? The problem is the furnace heater doesn't use any of the stuff. So that's what we were just talking about, right? We need enough of these to get to that. And I've got 3 of them right now. I'm going to show you how to make the other 3. So we just take 3 pieces of clay, which is just 4 clay balls, right? And then we go We got another kid joining us. We'll see if it gets too loud here in a minute.
This way. Oh.
So anyway, so we get 6 of those total, and then we can make the powered furnace, just 2 additional lead, right? Not a big deal. So let's go ahead and do that. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now I've never done this, so I don't know how successful we're going to be, but that's a furnace heater. I'm sorry. So furnace heater, very interesting. So a furnace heater does not get powered by any of this stuff. It's also not even really I don't even fully understand. But the point is that this doesn't power a furnace heater, but a furnace heater has to be powered to then in turn power this thing. My understanding from what I've done research and talking to people is that I'm going to set this furnace heater down right here, and I'm going to power it with a solar turbine, which is what Alex is so excited to get to. So that is a solar turbine, which is this thing. Now, not that bad when you just look at it right here, right? A fan is easy. 5 ingots, not a big deal. Some glass, the motor. That takes some of these and some lead, which we know about, right? So we just made some of these, and I've already made the additional one of parts of those because I've actually made the motor. And a couple of pieces of iron, some lead, whatever, right? Well, the magnet is interesting. Now this, I was thinking, oh man, this is just a ton of resources. Well, it turns out that this is not that bad. Making lead wire is easy. You just need 6 pieces of lead and you get this lead wire. The interesting thing about lead wire is that you don't, at least in this recipe, you don't use it up. You put it on here and then you get your magnet, but you're basically turning a piece of iron into a magnet. I didn't really realize that. You're not using this up. What you're doing is taking a battery that's somewhat charged and you're turning it into or you're using it to do things. Now, what's interesting here, I made a mistake, and you guys should not make the same mistake. You can see that this recipe here calls for a magnet, which has 2 different recipes, a medium charge and a full charge. Well, I took this medium charge battery, and I basically took a charge out of it and put it nowhere. I made it into a medium charge battery. If you take lead wire and put it around, you can get a medium charge. I don't know if that's ever useful, but I basically just lost power. I don't know what the point was. What you really want to do is you want to use this bottom recipe here, which takes a full charge battery. And all you have to do to make a full charge battery is get some sulfuric acid. Very easy. You get a water bottle, a coal, and a couple of pieces of gunpowder, which, granted, might be a little difficult. I happen to have killed a couple of creepers, so that's a reason to go ahead and kill some creepers along the way. But you want to kill a couple of creepers, get yourself some of this, and make the sulfuric acid, right? So what we do then is for this, we just put sulfuric acid, 4 lead, and 4 iron. Very easy. And you get this fully charged battery. Okay, now, once you've got a fully charged battery, everything's making noise all of a sudden. Once you get a fully charged battery, use that. Don't use this one. There's no reason to go to this. You just take a fully charged battery and you turn this into a magnet, because then what happens is this is only down to 20% charge. I've used it for a couple of things, and you end up getting there, right? So anyway, that gets you to here. Once you've got the magnet, you can make this motor, which is where we're at, and now, Alex has been so patient. Now we can make a solar turbine. So we're going to take the motor, which is right here, the fan, and our glass. And we get a solar turbine. Now, what I'm not sure about is how to transfer power with a solar turbine. Maybe lead wire. Let me check that out. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. So a couple of things. I just was talking to people. One thing, people are really nice on this server. They're extremely helpful. But this is actually a block. Now, I don't know if I can place that in the world. I think I can. But you use this is what you charge. So we're gonna charge this with the turbine, and we're gonna use lead wire to run between them. So I think this is going to be okay. So I think what we're going to do, I don't fully understand exactly what's going on here, but we're going to go I'm going to put the solar panel right here, and it is really cool looking. Look at that, Alex. I think once we get some sun, it'll start producing power. Anyway, and then...
Oh, that's cool.
I know. And then I'm going to come down out of that. I'm totally guessing. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to put that there, some wire in between it. Man, I am kind of digging this factorization stuff. Somebody told me we need a charge meter. Let's see what it takes to get a charge meter. I just think it's another fun thing to learn, and I'm telling you, early game, that steam engine and some of this stuff would be really good if you get yourself some lead, and it's maybe a really good kind of beginning game thing. I've heard people talking about how it's actually quite a bit. It's pretty useful for mid-game. So we need iron, lead, and a sign. I should be able to make that thing right now. Let's get one of those. So do we have enough? Well, let's just do this. All right, so we need a sign. Actually, I think we get 3 nowadays, don't we? Yeah. We got some iron and some lead.
And you got a sign.
Yeah, we got a sign.
We got 3 of signs.
Yeah, we got 3 signs, and they stack now, which is awesome, isn't it? Let's see. Let's see if this will work. Iron, lead. That did not work. Let's see what we got. What's the problem? A lot of this stuff I've noticed you can't use this fir wood. I probably need oak wood. Let's go get some oak wood real quick. Oh, I forgot to show that I put this red floor down. I wanted to get this to a place where we could actually use it. I've decided, well, we'll talk about it in a minute. I've decided that I'm actually going to put a glass ceiling in here, mostly glass at least. I'll probably put like a ring of 2 around the outside because I just like being able to look up from in here. It's just kind of inspiring. And once we get some cool stuff up there, it will be especially cool. Yeah, my talking, I'm not talking very well today, I feel like. All right, let's see. So we needed, let's try this again, Alex. We need a charge meter is a sign, a stick, some of these, which I think will work better. Yeah, it's really too bad because I've got fur coming out my ears. Oops, wrong ones. And I don't have very much oak. There we go. So let's see what this thing says. Nice. 25 of 73. Conductor 3, storage 18%. What about this thing? Can you... Okay. Anyway, now I think we put this... I don't know, I'm guessing. I want to put that there, and that there. Nope, that does not work at all. So that... Something going on here. Give me that back. That thing's obviously getting powered. Let's ask somebody. I also was going to mention, somebody made a good point that there can be some language. In fact, I hope I'm not showing any right now, but there can be some language on here, so you got to be careful. I just try to ignore the chat unless I need to talk to somebody or, you know, check every once in a while for my name. Oh, there's some cursing. I apologize for that. I don't know what to do about it. Uh-oh. Did that not? Did we just lose the server? I think we just lost the server. I'll be right back. Yeah, we lost connection for a second. Okay. So let's see. Can we... Let's ask. So that's kind of cool. See how it, like, in open space, it looks like that, but it kind of goes against the wall. I really am, I'm a big fan already of this factorization stuff. 20 of 100. That's kind of cool. I don't know if that thing's powering. I also don't know if I'm going to be able to actually use that. I just realized. So I'm going to need to cut a hole to get a clear path to the sky. I seriously think I'm just going to drill straight through there. Let's just see. Actually, let me get this figured out and I'll be right back. All right, I think I possibly have some understanding. So I pulled my solar turbine down. I think I know what I'm going to do here. So, oh man, we got a lot of lag. I'll be back. All right, I think we're good for now. So we're going to get some reflective mirrors, which means silver. So we're going to need a lot of silver. We only get one. So we're going to need 4. What's up? I know. So we're going to need 4 of those. So that'll mean that's a lot. 24, well, at least 4. 24 reflective mirrors. Let's ask.
What?
Do you want to take a nap?
I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Got a lot going on here today. So let's see. So I need the reflective mirrors. Yeah, so we're trying to get some silver. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. I'm going to probably need more silver than that, all right? Do I have any silver ore here? I do. Let's throw that in the macerator. Get this out. Got some sand. That's good. I was just making sand because I know I'm going to need it. Let's see, lead, pulverizer, we're doing good. So let's get some of these panes. I probably have a couple, but that's all right. And then, how much silver do I have on me? Not a lot. I have those. Let's get some of this stuff away. That's useful, but not right now. Some of the dust we could probably put up. Let's go get... Oh man, again. It's just really bad. The lag's hidden. Anyway, what I'm going to do is make those mirrors. So let me get the mirrors made, and then I think what I'm going to do is move... Oh, there we go.
Well, you wanted some of that wood.
Yeah, want some of the wood. And then I'm going to move the solar panel thing. I think I'm going to have to make it like its own little place to live. I'm thinking about putting it... because it's got to be clear skies, so I'm going to probably put it like right here. Maybe build it like a little platform. I don't really know. So anyway, let me make the mirrors and figure out a place for it, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. And I think I've got a good setup. Let's see what happens if I put something in here. I'm not 100% sure that this is going to work. It doesn't actually seem like it is. So this thing is heating up. Oh, this is... Oh, wait. No, there we go. So that's just barely getting heated up. This is just barely getting heated up. This doesn't seem to be doing anything. This has to heat up, and I'm not sure how this works. You're supposed to like heat it up, and then you got to cool it off. But let me show you the setup. Maybe let's grab one more of these. So again, to make these mirrors, I finally figured all this out. I went and did some research because people were being helpful, but I wasn't getting it. So the way this works is you take these reflective mirrors. Do I have enough for another one? At least not yet. Anyway, we want a bunch of these, I think, because what we're going to do is take these reflective mirrors and place them around that thing. So you can see how it's kind of going slow. You have to have, okay, so a couple things. You have to have an infinite water source below it. So you just put the 2 blocks, or dig out 3 blocks and put water on each side, a source block on each side. And you know it's working because it kind of fills the bottom of this thing. And then I just ran out of here. Another interesting thing when you're placing these wires, like you place one here and then one here and I think one down here or something. And you have to you have to right click and drag between them to like link them. The same is true for all of this all the way down, because see how they kind of, it's weird. It takes 2 to traverse one of those, I think. Or maybe it's just to link them. But anyway, I went underneath the floor there, so I'll probably go ahead and put some of this dirt back. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it like this or not, but anyway. So I can't put one there, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. Anyway, so then you put some solar panels around it, and I can move these back. If you want to get a ton of them, obviously you have to move them back further because they have to be in a circle kind of around it. And you can see they just kind of adjust to face the thing. So when you place it down, it's kind of cool. As long as you have open sky, I believe, you place it down and bam. And I don't think you can put one here. I think it gets blocked. I tried that. So, yeah, so now this thing is, I don't know what it's doing. 21 of 181. Power 7, I don't know how to read any of that. Let's see, can you read the cables as well? Yeah. So I think it's carrying 28 of a total of 188 that it can. So that thing's kind of working. And then if we go back in here, I mean, I don't really know where we're at, honestly. That thing's going nutso. This is not doing a thing. So obviously I need to learn what to do. I don't understand what that's doing. Let me figure this out. All right, I think I figured it out. I missed part of the recipe. You have to have milk in here, I believe, and then lime dye. So I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen here. We're supposed to get which is really fortunate that we had cows, but I think I'm going to just go make a ton of milk. So that's working. And then what it said was you're supposed to like heat it for a brief period of time and then not heat it anymore. I don't know what that means. I don't know if there's a way if I just have to break this thing. No, there it's going. So this process apparently takes a while. Yeah, it's weird. We're not... I don't know what any of this means. Is it just passing all that power through? Is that what's going on? Well, this is going to take a while, so let me let it do its thing, and I'll see how it goes. If this produces one slime ball, we don't need that many. We need like a total of like 10 slime balls to get to the... And we can automate this, I think, a little bit better once we get rolling. So, yeah, let me figure out how this goes. I think... Is it possible that I can do 2 of them? I might be able to do 2 of them together. We'll see if that produces 2. And then we'll know what we're doing. So I'm going to go make some more buckets of milk to get milk in case my cows get despawned again or killed, and then we'll see where we're at. But anyway, I think it's working. So I just don't understand the power enough to know if I'm getting a lot of power off of that. I mean, I know that people want to get more than that usually if you're doing a lot of stuff. Whoops. And I also don't know if I can power this thing. I think I can power this thing with that power, possibly. I don't know how this works, so we'll have to figure it out. Maybe we'll test that. But I'll be back. Hey guys, I'm back. I just wanted to show you, I was going to make a bat box while I was waiting. We're wasting a lot of energy. It dawned on me. I think we can use this to make a bat box, but I actually don't know if that's true. Let's see. Oh wait, I need a piece of that. See if we can get one here. I've been waiting a long time. This has kind of been a slow process. I'll show you where we're at. We might be done. I'm going to be very close. Yeah, that's not going to work. Stinking. I don't think I have enough. I don't. Gotta go get some oak. Whoops. Hello. Thank you. So, let's take a look at this thing, though. Ooh, really close. Let's see if we can catch it in the act. I think I got some more oak over here. For oak. Oak, there we go. A few more of those. Found another cow. Went out and did a little hunting, actually. I don't know if I talked about that. This video is strange because it's been spread across a few hours today, so. But let's see, there we go. Bat box. Now that will store our energy for us, and I think we can just break the generator. I'm not going to try it. I'm not even going to take the chance. I'm just going to get it back. So let's see. There we go. And now we can put our bat box here. I think that will look the coolest, and we're going to need some more cable. Put the generator up there. I need a couple more of these. Do I not have any copy? Yeah, I do. Let's get... People make... It's easier to make these, quicker to make them probably if you make just the cable and then put the copper next to it, but... Or put the rubber next to it, but that's not how I do it. Okay, so that is the input, I believe. No, that's the output. So we want to get below it and click, and that switches it. And then we want to go bam, bam. There we go. Now we won't lose all the energy, because when I stick coal in there and I don't use it all, it messes it up. But this will store the power up to 40,000, which isn't a ton, but and then feed it down in. So anyway, you can see it's storing. Oh, must be using it over here. Yeah, I probably don't need to do that right now. So we got quite a bit of rubber. We can probably live off that for a while. Anyway, oh. Yeah, let's see. We got to be close, like ticks away. And I don't know, maybe this isn't going to work. I'm hoping it's going to give me 5 of these, and then I can just kind of get another. There we go. 10 it gave me. Oh, that is. Oh, and the milk just stays there. Oh, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. I've got 3 more of these. Let's make some more. So the way this works is you make this, you take cactus dye, which of course you make in the furnace, and you combine it with cactus dye with cactus green, and you get a bunch of those. Oh, this is brilliant. We got 10. I think we might even have enough to do what we need to do. Let's take a look at that. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that's brilliant. I'm so happy. This, I'm telling you what, this it's necessary. It's not even just nice. It's necessary to have that, but that looks cool. I like that setup. Then we'll move this stuff apart a little bit when we need to get going. But yeah, you can see we're storing some power. So since we can do that, I'll probably go get some the nice thing is we can feed into this with anything. We'll put a geothermal generator on either side of it here in a few. And I just like to have the machines like kind of sitting up in the corner. We'll move these around so that they make more sense. But yeah, so let's see. What to do next? Let's look at the blast furnace. Well, yeah, blast furnace bricks. So you need 4 infernal bricks to get, I guess we'll just do this recipe. So we need a total of like 38. Let's call it 38 of them, right? So that's going to be 9 recipes, I believe. So we need 9 magma cream. I think we've got that, because I'm gonna have to go back into the nether, but I think we're gonna be really close. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that will give us 10 blaze powder, and then that will give us 10 magma cream, which we don't need. We need 9, so we'll save those. And then, what else? Steel plate, blast protection. Oh, that's interesting. That must be a, oh, steel leaf plate. That must be like a breastplate for not getting blown up. Magma cream. So we need soul sand and nether brick. So that's good. So we just need like 40, what is it? Let's see. Yeah, 45 of those. Let's see. Oh, where do I keep all that? I hope I have enough. I think I do. Soul sand, and I think I should have enough of both. If I was smart, I'll take a stack of that and a stack of that. Oh, this is excellent. Excellent. Oh, but what we also need to be doing is doing this. We need bricks. What did I do? I thought I grabbed it, but I put it down there. Didn't go 1 slot more. All right, let's get that going. Clay. We'll get some overclockers on these. So I don't know if I've talked to you guys about overclockers, but you can stick overclockers in this slot. You can stick up to 8, and it makes this go really fast. But if you have 8, these things use like 84 EU per tick instead of right now they're using, who knows? I don't even, we'll have to get an EU reader, but they're using much less than that, probably a couple. So it goes a lot faster, but it's less efficient. So once we have enough power that we don't care, we'll do that. But for now, we'll be fine with this. We're going to go nuclear power as soon as we can. Nuclear power is the way to go for sure. Yeah, this is awesome. We can sell slime balls. Hold on just a second. Okay, sorry, it's another inopportune time for me to be doing this. I'm actually making dinner, but I'm like doing it in between. So anyway, I think we got enough of these. So let's see. Let's do this. Definitely don't need 16 of them. We need more than 8 though. There we go. That should allow us to get just the 9. 9 recipes of blast furnace bricks. Now we're in the steel. But the other thing we need is a coke oven. We can use coal, but it's really inefficient. So we want to use this. And we need less of these. In fact, we need 1 row less. So if we needed 36, I think we need, let's see, 4, 8, 9, 10, wait, no, 9, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I think we need 26 of these. And we get 1 per recipe. Ooh, so we need a lot of sand, actually. I don't have that much sand. I better go do a sand run right now. I'll do that. I'll be right back. Actually, I'm back. I decided that this is a good spot. I've just got carried away. I wasn't even paying attention to what we were doing or how long it was taking. So this is, we're already way too far into this. So I'm just going to call this good. We did a lot of what we wanted to do. We got to where we can make a blast furnace next time, which is very important to us. I think this is really, I mean, again, so you just saw how we did that. I think you can use that pulverizer. You can use it for macerating regular ores as well. I don't think it's just for these other ores. In fact, let's just see if that's true. I'll leave you guys with this, because if you're still lagging a little bit behind, which is totally understandable, and you want to get something other than a macerator, I think you can use this. Yep. Wait a minute. Well, the ore went away. So hopefully it's gonna, yeah, it's got enough to do it though. It had enough internal storage, I think, to get it done. So let's see if it pops out 2 gold. And potentially you're gonna get other stuff out of it. Also there's, yeah, excellent. And then you can use that pulverized gold in here and just turn it into gold nuggets. So I would go ahead and do that. Anyway, I gotta go cook dinner, you guys. Thumbs up if you liked it. Follow this and get yourself to this point. And if you're playing on this server, then say hi. I know Fredo left a sign over there. He wanted to join the server, or join the town, and I'm not letting anybody in the town while I'm doing the tutorials, but I'm glad to have people settling down around me. So come join us, check it out, and hopefully this will help you get started. Thumbs up if you liked it. Check me out on Twitter, Minecraft OTV, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks for watching.